Okay, this is our first grocery haul of February. So of course I've got lettuce. I got some of the green leaf, and this really is crunchy. That's one of the main reasons I choose to buy this type of lettuce, is it's nice and fresh and it's crunchy. And of course it's grown hydroponically. I'd rather have that than that's grown in dirt. So those were each at Walmart. One was $2.68 and the larger one is $4.68. And then we got some oranges at Aldi, and those were $2.69. I got 4 Honeycrisp apples at the local grocery store for $1.49 a pound. I got 4 Roma tomatoes at Walmart for $1.28 a pound. We got 2 bags of Fuji apples at Aldi for $3.19. We had to go to 3 local stores to find bananas, and we got $3.27 worth of bananas. We got these little bags of carrots for our rabbits outside. They were $1.22 at Aldi, so we got 2 of them. I know these carrots here, I think they're like 2 pounds. They were under $3, so I just got 2 bags of those. There's one last rug left. I really like this, where it says goodbye and hello. It's a navy blue and light brown. So we got one of those, and I'll show you what else we got. Oh, and before I forget, the rug was like $6.99. It was under $7. Got a bag of peanuts. We have a nuthatch that likes to come up on the deck and eat peanuts. Now I guess all the birds like to come up here and eat peanuts. Who would have thought? For I think 3 or 4 winters, it's just been the nuthatch and a woodpecker. So we bought a big bag of peanuts at Walmart, 5 pounds. I think those were under $10. My husband bought some Cliff Bars, 12 of them. And I think that was about $15 for 12 of them. Very expensive. Let's get this out of the way. About cremette, about elbow macaroni, 2 boxes at Walmart for $1.52. The shelves were basically empty. This was the last box of spaghetti. That was $4.64 for 2 pounds of it at Walmart. There was no green tea except for Great Value, and there was no decaf except for this one. The shelves were basically bare of tea. I was able to find this box of black tea. I read that black tea, I see this one has orange rind and sweet spice. If you take black tea and try to flavor it a little bit with like pumpkin spice or cinnamon or something, because I guess black tea has got an awful taste, it does help with inflammation, specifically in the gut. We'll see. So, I don't recall the price. This tea here was under $3. This was $3.68. These were, like I said, $4.64, I believe. $1.52. And these shelves were bare, so anything with any type of noodles, pasta, or tea, completely bare. Got some flour. That was one area that was nice and stocked up, so I got 2 of these. These were under $3 for what? 5 pounds? Right there. Nice if it said someplace. I know it says it on the, here we are, way on the bottom. 5 pounds for under $3. 2 of those. I read somewhere, you can correct me in the comments if you want, but I thought I read sometime this week that in order to make a sourdough starter, to start your own, that you need wheat flour. So correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe that's where I've been going wrong. Whenever I try to do my own starter at home without buying one, I always used all-purpose flour. Anyways, this was quite expensive. This was like 6 something. $6.72, $6.92. It was expensive. We got some vinegar. That has gone up since the last time we bought it, which was probably 6 weeks ago. It's double in price. So this is $4.86. This has also gone up. I should say, last we bought cremette, which wasn't that long ago, it was $1.28, and today it was $1.52. The last time we bought this, it was just under $6. Today it was just under $7. My husband sometimes likes these spreads. This was $1.40 something. The last time we bought it, which was probably 2 months ago, and today it was just under $3, so almost double in price. I could hardly find any jam at all, but I wanted to try some raspberry jam. I had to go with this brand, which I haven't had probably in 30 years, and this was $5. These were 2 something for these little 8-ounce ranch that my husband likes to have with salad. So those went up about 80 cents since we bought the last little one, which was probably 2 months ago. This milk is always $4.18. Today it was 5 something, $5.28, $5.23. So that's gone up $1 just in the last week. When I first started buying the eggs at Aldi, which was maybe Thanksgiving, I could find eggs for 99 cents. And then they went up to $1.20. Then they went up to $1.30. Then they went up to $1.35. And now they're at $1.57. So I got 2 dozen eggs. When we bought these last summer, pickled beets, sliced pickled beets, they were $1.68 a jar. Today they were $2.86, I think. Just a few pennies under $3. Also went up in price. I'd have to check the Yoplait to see if that went up, but this is my husband's yogurt. He bought 3 of them. He'll get 21 3/4 cup containers out of those 3. This was $4.64 still, I believe. The vanilla, there's 2 kinds there. There's imitation. Then there was, I think they were both imitation. A plastic bottle of imitation vanilla, which actually had 0 vanilla in it. It had, I don't want to tell you what the natural flavors are because it's gross. But anyways, what it had on the container was natural flavors, water, and 2 other ingredients that had nothing to do with vanilla. And then they had one that was just going for $1.82. It was McCormick. I think it said premium on it. The first ingredient was natural flavors, and the second ingredient was water, and then the third ingredient. So that also didn't have anything. So then I was like, maybe there isn't any such thing as actual vanilla unless I spend a fortune on the internet for it. But lo and behold, this one has vanilla bean and water and alcohol. You know, vanilla really is vodka and a vanilla bean. That's it. Anything else is not, you're not using vanilla. And of course, when a recipe calls for vanilla, that's what I'm going to use. All right, because I'm not going to tell you what the natural flavor is in the other vanillas, because I think almost everyone on the internet knows that now. Got some flowers, kind of fallen apart flowers that they marked down, $1.97 a bouquet. So $4 for 2 vases full of flowers. I had some light brown sugar because Christmas baking and that, I went through my brown sugar. I went through all my Nestle Toll House in the last, probably 3 months. I thought it would I would still have some in February because I bought a great big bag at Sam's, but nope. These were each $8 a piece. This was under $3 for the light brown sugar. Of course, I'm making my own bread now and proud as can be, so I made sure I got both, even though I have learned through comments and the internet that instant and active are the same thing. They're both dry yeasts. So, and those are always just 2 something. These are very expensive, but this amount of Toll House will last me 6 batches of cookies, and I bake every 2 months the chocolate chip. So I'm good for quite a while. And then some potato chips because I needed them. So, and then I mentioned we had to get the spaghetti sauce, and that's also gone up 80 cents a jar. I can do with Prego just a regular. But my husband found the sensitive where it doesn't have onion or garlic, which is what I prefer for my diet, and they had gone up 80 cents. Other than that, we bought our cat a little blanket at Aldi that cost either $6 or $8. A case of 7-Up, which was $10.88. My husband bought a case of cola, which was also $10.88. I bought some alkaline water. Started drinking that last fall. I think it's a 12-pack. I want to say 12 or 15 bottles for $6.97. When I first started buying that, that was $6.56 or $6.68 or something. So it's gone up like 30 cents, which isn't bad. We bought our cat $22 worth of his wet food, and then we filled up on gas. And we ate at Culver's, which it's a restaurant that's unique kind of, I think, in the Midwest. And we had a fish dinner there. All of everything, our totals came, and I bought 1 bottle of ibuprofen, which you can't buy the larger bottles anymore, so it's like a medium-sized bottle. My I used to spend about $9.98, I think. We bought a smaller bottle than that yet, and it was $12.98. So those prices. So I can't think of anything right off the bat, except for maybe this orange juice where the price stayed the same. Just within the last week or 10 days, prices have gone up, at least on everything that we buy. The lowest that it went up was maybe 50 or 60 cents, and the most that it went up was about $1.50. Every single solitary thing has gone up, including these chips that were in my last haul, which I said I think they were $4 something, and they rang up at $5.99. So everything. I guess the one that went up the lowest was the elbow macaroni, from 120 something to 152. Pretty crazy, just in a matter of days, that things would go up that high. The only thing that's not going up in my produce are the apples are staying about the same, and the lettuce is staying about the same, and the carrots. So thank God for produce, and that we eat a lot of produce. Our full total of our meal out, our gasoline, our cat's food, bird food, and all of this food came to $268. So I think I did pretty good, despite the fact that prices went up. So that is my first grocery haul for the month of February.